Play-based learning is simply learning through play. And play is the system that humans have developed over thousands of years to facilitate the development of our higher intelligence. What we get from play-based learning is the attitudes that underpin your child's learning. What really does predict your child's outcomes are their attitudes to learning, and that's where play-based learning is really brilliant. The literature calls it dispositions, but it really just means how you feel about learning. Play is important for a child's general health and well-being simply because it teaches the child to be creative. And creativity is not just an add-on to our curriculum. Creativity is a big part of what makes you intelligent. Intelligence is essentially the ability to solve problems, and a creative thinker can keep generating solutions until they solve a problem. A black and white thinker tends to think there is one right answer, they give an answer, if it's not correct, they give up. So that black and white thinking is led by doing things in early childhood, like what colour is this, what number is this, rather than focusing on play. For instance, in Playbased, the child might spend 3 hours building a dam in a river. Now, to an adult that's focused on outcomes and producing something and purpose, that might look like a waste of time. But if you focus on the attitudes or the dispositions that the child learns from that play, where else is the child going to sustain their attention for a 3-hour period? They're not going to get that from saying, what colour is this, what number is this? They get that from play-based learning. And when a child builds a dam in a river, do you think he successfully dams the river the first time? Or does he in fact have to fail 99 times before he successfully dams the river? So your child's just learnt to persevere through 99 failures before achieving success. This is the gold that we get from play-based learning. In fact, the more play your child has under 7 and the less structured learning there is, the better all their outcomes are. That may seem counterintuitive, but it's remembering it's not how early you learn the alphabet or to write your name that predicts your success as an adult. It's the amount of play that you have in your early childhood. So embrace play, whānau. For you as a parent, to get the best out of play with your child simply means getting down and playing with them. Don't worry if you don't think you know how to play. Luckily, you have an in-house expert called your child. They know how to play, so follow their lead. The best play is a result of you following the cues of the child. Children tend to know what they need for their development, and that will come out in their play. So follow their suggestion. Just get down and play, trust your child. The other tip for parents is to use open-ended resources. No right and wrong answers. So things like building a hut in the lounge, using Play-Doh. Lego is actually the #1 toy supported by the literature for increasing intelligence, and that's because Lego is open-ended. Just like Play-Doh and building a hut, no right and wrong answer. So follow your child's lead and simply play.